welcome. It is what's technically known as raining sideways here today. It's very dark. I've got all the lights on, so apologise for all the shadow. And I'm hoping the weather doesn't affect my internet signal. Sometimes my internet has a habit of dipping off when it gets a little bit windy and very, very wet. So hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay, you can see me okay. Hopefully you've remembered to change your clock so you'll be right on time with me again. I'm assuming it's 10 o'clock, but we'll see. I could be really late, couldn't I? Fall back. Yeah, I could be really late. No, I shouldn't be. So how are you doing? Are you okay? Did you all have a lovely weekend? I know it was literally Halloween yesterday. It's now Christmas here in my household. So you can see I've got my Christmas earrings on and I'm wearing a festive red jumper. It looks a little bit more orange in this light. We've got we've got lots of lovely things for you today. We're looking at a variety of different Christmas or holiday crafts. We're going to be doing some jewellery making. We're going to be making some decorations. We're going to make some homeware. We've got all sorts. So we'll be using a lot of the Christmas charms. We'll be making the angels, the Christmas trees, and I'll be showing you all the different things, or just some of the different things that you can use with these. They really are very versatile. So I'm going to say a quick good morning to you. Good morning to Sharon. I hope you're okay. Good morning to, there's Kitti. Hello, Kitti. Good morning to Mina. Good morning, Mina. Good morning to Edward, Charlotte, Elaine, Camille. We've got Rachel who says, morning everyone, horrible weather here in South Yorkshire. I'm going away this afternoon, aren't I? This is my week to go camping or glamping in a lovely tent with a hot tub. Can you see me in the hot tub in this weather? I'll be getting wet, but probably not from the hot tub. Still got lots of packing to do. So as soon as I've finished doing all these lovely things, that's what we're going to do, start getting the car ready. Good morning to Carol. She says, morning, Natalie and our beading family. Bright and sunny day here in Brixton, but quite windy. Loved your pumpkins. Thank you, Carol. Well, that fills me with hope, Carol, that it's bright and sunny somewhere. Thank you for liking my pumpkins. I got lots of comments on them from all the trick-or-treaters. It didn't take me as long to hollow out as I thought they would, but I didn't use a stencil or anything. I just doodled it on freehand and then tried to cut it out, and then I got a little bit carried away. I did very much enjoy it. My issue was with the wind last night was keeping the tea lights lit, so thankfully I had some little artificial candles which I managed to put inside, but you couldn't see me cauldron. Good morning to Elaine. Good morning to Esther. She's made it at last. Good morning, Esther. Good morning to Francis. See, the weather's looking good, okay, in other places then. That is a relief. Been watching the weather forecast, thinking, what's the point? It's going to be what it is, isn't it? Good morning to Lucy. Good morning to Jackie. Good morning to Jitty. Good morning to Margaret. We've got Emma who says, hi, Natalie, love your lives. You're a natural. Why, thank you, Emma. That's very kind of you. I don't always feel it, but I think that's part of my, I don't know, style, isn't it? You learn along with me, and sometimes things don't always go according to plan, but then we work it out and you see how we keep calm and carry on. Good morning to Robin. Good morning to Camille. She says it's nice there too in Wiltshire. This is, you just keep telling me that it's lovely and it's tropical and warm and all sorts all over the place, and that will make me feel a little bit more confident. I don't mind if it's wet here. It's Wales really where I'm going, so I'm hoping it's nice there. Good morning, Natalie and fellow beaders. My new laptop up and running, very sunny here in Cambridge. Thank you, Charlotte. Good morning, Natalie from a wet Manchester, says Karen. Well, you're near me, aren't you, Karen? So that's why. Good morning, Debbie. Kitti said, Sharon says, Kitti, I hope your headache is all better. I think that should be. We hope you're feeling okay. Good morning to Gwen. Good morning to Lucy. She says it's sunny here, but freezing. Sunshine for Ruth. Oh, it's sunny in North London as well, says Gillian. Windy in Leicester, says Mina. I know the trains have been having a few issues with the wind and things on the line and whatnot, but we're not going on the train, so we should be okay. It's beautiful in Essex, says Lydia. Ruth says it's blinking cold here, and she's even given me some freezing cold emoji faces. And very sunny in Coventry this morning, says Joanne. So that is your weather update. It's a mixed bag. Should I show you my mat before going on the website? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to show you just some of the things that I've very quickly done, and you can see how versatile these beautiful products are this morning. So we're going to be using the beautiful charms. Now, typically I would make earrings with these charms. The offer on these today is phenomenal. I think it works out as about 40 pence per one. So if you're going to be paying, I don't know, with your ear wires and your charms, less than £1 for a pair of festive Christmas earrings, if you wanted to sell them, I've done them slightly different here. If you're thinking they don't look matching, I've popped a jump ring on one, just to show you the different ways of doing them. But if you wanted to sell these, I think you would easily get, what, £3, £4? I'd pay £3 for them, wouldn't you? They also make really lovely gifts, but there are so many charms to choose from. You might not want to have a pair of festive earrings every day of December, and I think you should, so there you go. But you could also do some bracelets with them. I'm going to make some little charm bracelets up, and this is a really good way to get to use some of your leftover beads from various projects. The miracle beads that I've used here, the red and the green ones, are from, I think they were left over from the butterfly kit that we did during the summer, if you can remember the summer that far long ago. And I've just popped some little crystals and jump rings onto them. They're really simple to do. That one's on Tigertail. You could use, if you wanted, a piece of chain, which you would probably have left over from when we did, what were they? Was it the cat's bead, Pac-Man charms? We did them on chain. So you'll have chain left over if you wanted to make a little bracelet with that. We can make napkin rings with them. I apologise, I haven't got a lovely fabric linen napkin there. That's a little bit of kitchen roll, but you can see that you can just pop them on, and you can do them with, on the website there are like rings which are fully closed, and you can add them really easy just using a jump ring. You could even bead around them, which I think would be lovely. You can make them look like little Christmas wreaths. You could use an e-ring to make a little wine glass charm, which are like these, which would go on the end of your wine glasses. And, when did we use these? We had these for the diamond tubes not that long ago. So if you've got a couple of these left over, you could use them. They're really effective. However, if you don't have earrings and you want to make them, I will show you how to make them really simply using a little bit of wire. You could also use the memory wire, and you could make a glass charm. I'll show you how that fits on the glass. Now, I think these are really great. They seem to be really popular. Lovely little gifts. Maybe some of you make your own crackers, Christmas crackers, and rather than getting bits of plastic tat, which tends to go straight in the bin because you can't recycle most of them, you could make these instead. You could make these as little gifts. I don't know whether any of you will be having any festive Christmas parties or, a nice lunch or anything at Christmas dinner. But we often find in my household anyway, if we are drinking wine, we'll often be later on in the afternoon saying, well, it's Christmas. You do start a bit early, don't you? But often, as a few glasses have been drunk, we're often like, whose is this? Is this mine? Putting on these little different charms identifies whose glass is who. But you might not be a wine drinker. children always also saying, where's my juice? Is this one mine? A little bit of memory wire, and they can just go around your glass to identify them as well. So with the charms, there's all sorts you can do. I'm going to show you them in a moment. And then I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful earrings. Look at these ones. These are the Christmas tree earrings. Now this one's the AB finish, and the light is not picking up the sparkles in this. This is beautiful golds and purples running through those crystals. They are so lovely. Again, though, you might buy the bundle and think, I don't want to gift lots of these earrings. You could make them as little bag charms. You can pop them on some of your glass holders. You could make Christmas tree decorations out of them. There is so much you can do. And then I'll also be demoing these gorgeous miracle bead angels. And the kit with these I just love, because you get a variety of the wings, loads of different colours. You will be spoilt for choice. So let's have a little look at your comments before I take you over to the website. So you're still giving me some updates on the weather. Lydia says, I love the miracle bead angels. I made them for everyone last year. I think these would look so pretty on the Christmas tree because they're miracle beads. The light, they're kind of like, they're not luminescent, but they've got such a luster to them. I think if you had them on your Christmas tree, the twinkles would just look so pretty. And again, they make really lovely gifts as well. Mina says she sells the earrings for £3 a go. So you are going to be making your money back if you wanted to sell these at, I don't know, a fair or something. And says, good morning. Sorry I'm late. No reminder this morning. You've not missed anything yet, and don't worry. Good morning to Kath. Good morning to, oh, there's lots of you here today, which is lovely. Lucy says, very cute. I made the Christmas trees last week. We've got a really good offer on as well today, so you'll be able to get them if you haven't already. Charlotte's waiting for the Christmas trees to arrive, and Charlotte has made angels in white with my granddaughter a few weeks ago, and she loved doing those. I've ordered the colour kit too. They're really simple to do, and it is a really lovely activity to do with little ones. So let me take you over to the website and show you the bargains and the beauties. So as usual, you're going to go on to totallybeads.co.uk. Why would you go anywhere else? You can click on the categories at the top and you can go into video tutorials. You can click on the big logo here, and you can also scroll down to video tutorial here. So today we are in angels, charms and earrings. So click on that and look at this. So you can get your enamel charm Christmas charms in gold, and there's so many to choose from. If you're doing I don't know, like we said, the wine glass little charms, then this is a brilliant one to get because you're getting so many in them. You want to be able to make your charms individual so people and your guests can easily identify, I was the Christmas tree or I was the snowflake. So that is a bargain today. That is $15.99 down from £20. So as I say, what does that work out at? Probably about 40 pence. My maths isn't great, but either way, for all of those, $15.99. You could also choose the Margarita Christmas tree earrings and bundle, which gives you 8 pairs in all those gorgeous colours, and that is down. That's only $19.99 now, which is lovely. Or you could buy the individual crystal AB ones, which I showed you, for £3, or the green ones for £3. So that's down from £3.50. And look, we've got our gorgeous miracle rainbow angel decorations, and that's only £13.50 as well. So I'll quickly click in so you can have a little look. So you're getting the entire collection with no repeats in the pack. And you're also going to get your 20 pairs of earrings. So you're getting your jump rings as well and your earring hooks. I think that's an absolute bargain when you think of all the different things that you can do, from the bracelets to everything else. $15.99. So you can use that one. And if it's your first time, you can get your 10% off. We've also got in this kit, look at the colours, you're getting 8 pairs of these earrings. So you're getting first fuchsia, gold, hematite, montana, ruby red, silver and teal. They are so pretty, and again you're getting all your findings that are required in there, and you're also getting an instruction booklet. They're really straightforward to do. But if it's your first time making earrings, or maybe you've got a little one or somebody in your life that likes crafting, this would be a lovely Christmas gift for somebody. I think I'll be doing these with my niece. So if they aren't a totally beader, you can give them this lovely gift with the instructions in as well. And then we've also got the angels. So the angels are, I love the angels. They make really lovely Christmas decorations. You've got your teardrop shape in there. You've got 2 different styles of the wings to choose from. You've got your bead caps for your halos. All the things that you'll need are in that kit, and that makes 12 decorations. And you also get your free Facebook video from me today, and I think Kitty's done one as well before, so you could always watch that back. So look at that. £13.50. What a bargain. So let's have another little look if I've missed anything. No, you're all just excited. Lucy's kindly shared the link there for you. So let's get started. What shall we make first? I'm hoping I don't run out of time today, because I will easily get carried away. I said to my husband I was just going to nip in the front room and make a few bits up for my live this morning, and it must have been about 2 hours later, and he was like, "Nat, you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just I'm still playing." So let's make the earrings first. So I'm going to move these over to the side, and hopefully, if I forget to do something that you'd like to see, give me a little nudge and remind me. I'll pop them there, so I try not to forget. Okay, let's have a look at the charms. Now, bear in mind, I have used lots of them already, but look at them, they're so sweet. There's little snowmen, Christmas trees, presents, mittens, a variety of stockings. Oh, these I think are possibly my favourite. Look, little Rudolph. They're just so lovely. So they'd be matching. As I say, I've used some of them already, so you are going to get matching ones in here. Look at all the different types of wreaths you can get. Oh, little Father Christmas. I'm loving the hats. Another type of Christmas tree. Oh, they're just so sweet. There's my mittens. I'll put my mittens together. Look at them. And they've got little diamantes on some of them as well. Aren't they so lovely? Variety of little Father Christmases. I just love them. Okay, let's make a very quick pair of earrings, and then I will show you how to make the glass charms with them, and a bracelet or something. So let's go for these little Father Christmases with the diamantes on for my earrings, and I will move them just there. Okay, so in your pack, you're going to get your ear wires. Now, personally, I like to just simply open mine and add them straight on by just opening and closing that hook. And they hang beautifully. It's that simple. You don't have to attach a jump ring if you don't want to. If you do want to attach the jump ring, let me get one out for you to open up. You are just going to open it up with your pliers. You can use your pliers like your flat nose and your round nose for this, but I find like 2 pairs of the flat nose or the needle nose are just a little bit easier than using your round nose for them. Pop on your charm and hook it on to your earring, and then close that up. So you usually just go past that midway point. However, they're not going to hang straight when you put the jump ring on. So what you're going to need to do is with your e-ring hook, where that little loop is at the bottom, you're going to just need to give that a little twist. And then your e-ring will hang front ways. Mina says, tip, don't use the jump rings as the charms turn around. Exactly, Mina. So if you are going to add the jump ring, then you need to turn the loop on your ear base as well. But they're so simple. Like, what did that take? Seconds. So as I say, if you are selling these, I would personally just put them straight onto the earring hook and then you're done. Charlotte says, just bought the charms and some rings to make wine glass charms, etc. Have a Christmas craft fair coming up in 3 weeks and I think they'll sell really well. Mina does sell a lot of things and she's very helpful, so I'm sure she wouldn't mind giving you a few tips on fairs. Okay, so if you're going to make your glass charms, as I say, you could use your hoop earrings and use them like that. You can also get memory wire, which is smaller than, say, your usual bangle size, and that's good because it keeps its shape and keeps it nice and sturdy. However, if you wanted to make a glass charm out of wire, I would suggest use a 1mm wire, and you're only going to need 4 inches. So cut your wire to approximately 4 inches. As I say, I tend to use the 1mm because it's a little bit more sturdy in terms of structure. Just going to give that little straighten out there at the end. Okay, and then all you're going to need is something cylindrical, probably about 1 inch. Now you can use anything. This is my nail varnish that I use to sometimes seal the ends of my elastic makes. You could use that. You could use maybe a little medicine bottle. I was also using this, which is one of my child's toys. Something around 1 inch, something round, something sturdy. All you're going to do is place your thumb in the middle and bend that wire around on both sides so they will overlap. You can see that. And then all you need to do, just going to make sure those ends are down a little bit more. So now you've got your round shape. All you need to do is take your round nose pliers, and on one of the ends of the wire, I'm just going to put my round nose in right at the end and turn that up. I'm not closing it fully. I'm just giving it a little twist. And then you can open it out a little bit and add whatever beads you like. I'm going to add some reds and greens because they're very Christmassy and festive, and I think they would go with my charms nicely too. Now, if you want to, you can pop a little crimp bead on, and you can crimp them so they don't move around as much. So here I've crimped my beads, and they're not moving around that shape. Question, says Mina, what size wire? I'm using a 1mm for this, Mina. You could probably use a little bit thicker. You could try it with 8 as well. I think the 1's just a little bit more sturdy. And if you've got any little leftover bits of wire, as I say, you're only going to use about 4 inches per charm. Now, most beads will fit onto this. What I would do is not use, I haven't got one to show you, but don't use a bead that's too large, because you don't, as it curves round, you want to make sure it's fitting on that wire okay, and it's not going to distort the shape. So add your beads on as you like. I'm only going to add a few on this to show you. As I say, you can add the crimp beads on as well, But I quite like the fact that they move around. But if you don't want them to move around at risk of falling off when it's open, then you can just pop little crimp beads on. That will fit as well. And then choose your charm. So as I'm going for red and greens, I'm going to go for the little present. And all I'm going to do is take my jump ring, open it up, and I'm going to pop that on in the middle of my beads. And then close that up again. Oh, see, because I didn't put the crimp beads on, I lost one. So I've curled one end up, and I'm just going to curl the other end in. So they will fit together. You can do it the other way, so you could put that one if you wanted. You could turn that one out. I tend to just curl them in the opposite direction. Probably cut that a little bit large. Let's turn it that way. And then they will hook together like so. I need to close that up a little bit. You don't want to close these little loops too much because you want to be able to get it on and off. But just making that little loop in it means you can fit that then around your wine glass like so. This silver one I've done, Mina, is 0.8, but I think it will possibly lose its shape a little bit as you're opening and closing that, whereas the 1 mil is a bit more sturdy. And there you go. That's as simple as they are. Okay, now with your bracelets, I don't think I need to show you how to do a bracelet, do I, on the Tigertail? We've done a lot of that, but it's really good to use your leftover beads and your bits and your bobs. What I would suggest as a little tip is maybe keep your Tigertail on your reel, and then you're cutting it to the length that you need. So I would literally just string on the beads, add my charms, pop my clasp on with probably a little culotte at the end like I've done here, and then when you know you've got the right length, you just need to trim off to do the other side. However, if you do have any leftover bits of Tigertail, please keep them, don't discard them, because Monday next week, I'm going to be showing you something that you can use with them. But I just think they look so lovely. As I say, just using some little miracle beads. I've popped in some crystals. I've used a slightly larger bead just in between to make sure that, they're not going to slip over on the jump rings. And I just think they look so pretty. You could, as I say, if you've got the chain left over, all I've done there is added a little lobster clasp and a jump ring onto the end. And then you could really simply just pick out a couple of the charms that you like. I want to make them different, so I'm going to use a candy cane, a Christmas tree, maybe another parcel. Oh, I'm spoilt for choice, look, and some mittens because they're so sweet. And then all I would do with those is, again, open up my jump ring, and then I'd probably count my little rings within that chain just to make sure that they're evenly spaced. And then I would just simply add each charm on with a jump ring, close that over again. Want to make sure those jump rings are properly closed, and if there's a little gap, just take it past the point, give it a little wiggle. Sorry, let me do that in shot. And then you could make yourself a beautiful charm bracelet. I'm not going to count for the purpose of the live, because you don't want to see me going, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through. But if I was making this as a gift for someone, then I would check they were perfectly spaced in between. So all I'm doing is just adding the charms on with little jump rings. Don't think I put them on the right way there. Yes, I have. And I think that would be really, really sweet as well as a little charm bracelet. So, you don't have to use them as earrings. You can use them for all sorts of things. I also think, actually, how lovely would they be on a little Christmas tag when you're wrapping your presents and you've got, a lot of you have make little paper tags and things, but just to add that on as well as something extra, I think would make your gifts look that extra special. Charlotte says they look so pretty, Natalie. And Lucy and Mina chatting about making things for the Christmas tree. I think the angels. Okay, so they're just some of the things that you can do with the charms. You can do bracelets. You can use them as little wine glass charms. I have got a glass, but it's filled with water, so I'm not going to risk putting that on. But you know how they'll go. They just go on the stem. The memory wire ones, if you wanted to make larger ones using the bangle size, all I've done is chopped my memory wire as a full circle, curled one end inwards or outwards, whichever you prefer, and one end up, and they just link in together nice and easily. And I think the memory wire is really good for these projects because it's really sturdy. It's going to keep its shape. And also, I often struggle turning the ends in with my round nose because they're really sturdy. So it's tougher wire, but you don't need to close these loops up. And what I would suggest, actually, if you've got your bail step making pliers, they turn the loops on them a little bit easier, I find, than my round nose. I don't know why. I think it's probably because my round nose is tapered, so they're narrow at the bottom and then they get thicker on the way up. With your bail step pliers, you've got that same thickness running through each of the steps. So I just find I've just got a little bit more grip when I'm turning them in. But if you were to have, I don't know, a glass, child's glass or whatever, you would just pop them on like that. Elaine says, can you buy the hoops for wire glass charms online rather than make them and then just add the beads and the charms? Yes, you absolutely can. As I say, the memory wire comes in all different sizes, so you will get smaller sized ones. You can get them for rings and all sorts. So yeah, get a smaller memory wire one. If not, something as really simple as just one of your earring bases, and then that's extra sturdy because it's not going to come off. You're just using that hinge then, and it won't look like an earring once you've put the charm on it. Have I got one? I did have one. Where have I put it? Here. Again, you can bead onto these as well. You don't have to keep them as plain as that, but I just think they look really nice. If you are going to bead onto them, I would wire or stitch your beads on, or you're going to need to have beads with a hole big enough to go through there. So they're going to fit on. There you go. So lots of uses for things that you might have left over. Now, I've showed you some earrings with the charms, bracelets, wine glass charms. I've showed you a napkin ring. Shall we start these gorgeous trees? Look at them. I just love them. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've ever found anything off Totally Beads that I've not been overjoyed with. There's just so much versatility in them. So these are just so pretty, and they are so lovely as little earrings. But again, if you're buying the kit, how many was in the kit? Was it 8? I'll have to double check. You're getting loads of colours. You can buy them individually, so you can buy the green ones or you could buy these ones individually. If you get in the kit, you're going to get lots of different colours. You might not want them all as earrings. Just pop in, doing exactly the same method as an earring in terms of using your head pin. Adding on your little star. Then I've just popped on a jump ring and a little lobster clasp, and you could pop that again as a gift tag. You could put it on your keys, you could make a little bag charm with them. There's all sorts you can do with them. I have put one on, where's that gone? Oh, my glass charm. So I just added that onto my glass charm as well, and they're not too heavy, so you've not got to worry about them hitting your glass. How heavy or not are the Christmas trees for earrings, says Charlotte. We're in sync there in thought. Not heavy at all. I've had them in and again forgot I was wearing them. I needed to be reminded to take them out because, you know, we were technically still in October, so it was a little bit early to be wearing them for me, but they're not heavy at all. They're really nice. Let's make some. So you are getting your kit with the instructions in. If you buy the bundle, I'm going to show you some of the different colours. There's just so many. Right, no, we're going to go with these ones because I've got them to hand. So you're going to get everything you need in your little kit. You're also going to get your instructions, which are really straightforward and easy to follow. So again, they make lovely gifts. So all you need to do is take out your findings. So we're going to use 2 of these little, they're hematite kind of rondelle beads. You need your 2 ear wires. You've got gorgeous stars and your head pins. And then you've got these beautiful Margarita beads in whatever colour you want. And all you need to do, I tend to lay mine out first. So I'm going to put them in reverse size order. And that way I know which way they're going on. So you take your head pin, pop on your little hematite bead. And then we're going to add each of the gorgeous, I'm using the green ones for this, in reverse order. So the largest at the bottom, working your way up to the smallest. That's how easy they've gone together. If you wanted, you could add maybe little seed beads in between as well. But I think they're a perfect length. And then you've got these gorgeous hematite stars. Now there is a hole running through them. Don't know whether you can see, but there's one hole that comes out between the 2 little points of the star and comes out at the top of the 1 point of the star. So I'm putting it on this way so my star will sit upright, shiny and lovely. And then with my pliers, I'm just going to bend that down to a 90-degree angle, like so. And then with my cutters, which are hiding underneath all my beads, I'm going to cut about 1 centimetre. And then with my round nose, I'm just going to curl that into a little loop. So I'm putting it at the small part of my pliers. There's nothing sticking out the end. And I'm just going to turn that. Again, it's up to you if you like to turn it towards you or away from you. I turn it towards me. So you've got that perfect little P. Just going to make sure that's completely closed up. And then again, I'm just going to open up my ear wire. Now I'm moving this. You can do it towards you, away from you. But I'm just going to open it up. I'm not bending it out that way because I don't want to break it. I don't want to weaken this. And then I'm just going to pop that on there and close that back up. So if you're going to use your other one, let me take that off a second, and you want to make sure that your loops are exactly the same, you can, when you make it, so again, popping that little bead on the bottom, add in my beads in large to smaller size, then add in my star on with the 2 little points of the star towards the base of the tree, turning it to 90 degrees. If you want to make your loops specifically exactly the same, you can take the little bit that you cut off, and I know now when I cut, I'm going to cut to exactly there. Just like to hold on to the end with my fingers so it doesn't ping away. And then again, I'm just going to position my pliers at the end and start to turn that up. You can mark as well if you want on your round nose the point at which you're using your pliers, so you know that hoops also, that loop is going to be exactly the same. And make sure that is closed completely in, and they should now be the same size as each other. Very gentle, not too much pressure. Just going to open up my earring, hook, thread that on and close it up. And there you've got your beautiful, beautiful earrings. Right, okay. Now let's get on to the angels. We've got so much to show you today. I'm just so excited. Look at these. Look at them. You can do all sorts with these. Personally, I just want to hang them on my tree. So, in your kit, again, you're getting your instructions and you're getting everything you could possibly want and need. Now, you can add a variety of different beads onto this. You can add no beads onto that if you prefer. I think adding the beads just gives it that little bit of extra sparkle when it's hanging on the Christmas tree. So, in your pack, you're getting your beautiful miracle beads, which are for the head. And you're getting these lovely shaped ones for the body. You're getting a pack of mixed beads as well, in terms of colours. You're getting your crimp beads. You're getting your bead caps for the halos. You're getting a gorgeous strand of your crystals that you can add a little bit of bedazzlement into. And you're getting your tiger tail. And you're getting your wings as well. So I'll show you the difference in the wings. We've got these ones, which have got like a lovely cutout pattern on them. And these, which have just got the lovely detail along there as well. Oh, Lucy says, I'm back. Facebook decided to crash on me. You've missed it. You've missed it all, Lucy. Diane says, love these. Has anyone made earrings from the angels? I would probably use a head pin. You're going to need quite a large head pin for these size. But, you know, you could make them as necklaces as well, couldn't you? What gorgeous charm they'd be. The possibilities are endless. Okay, so I'm going to take my Tigertail. In fact, I'm going to use the one that I've got already open. Where are my cutters? I've got so much in front of me on my desk. I'm not going to be able to find anything. Okay, so my Tigertail, I'm going to cut about 30 centimetres. Again, it depends how long you want your tassely bits and your loops to be. But I think 30 centimetres is about perfect. Move that out of the way. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop on one of my crystals. Now you can do this in any way you want. As I say, you could add your miracle beads in different colours going up. You could add extra little beads, so you could copy this design here and put them in the middle bits. You could fully bead the top. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with these. So I'm going to bring my ends together like so, and I'm going to pop my crystal on and let that bead fall down to the middle. And then I'm going to add, what do I want next? What colour angel shall I make to begin with? That's quite pretty, isn't it? They're all so lovely. I love this kind of shadowy coloured one as well. I think, is the camera and the light picking up the lustre on this today? I'm probably going to have to move things off my mat, because when everything's in focus, or rather when everything's off my mat, it's easier to focus. Let me roll them up. Okay, so I'm going to go for this lovely lilac-y colour. So I'm going to have, they don't have to match, but I think it would be nice if they did. So I'm going to put two colours in. I'm going to, should I add the pink with it, blue with it? Oh, I'm just spoiled for choice. We'll add a bit of pink into there as well. Can you see my mind ticking with the excitement of what colours to put together? Do you know, this would be a really nice project to do while watching a Christmas film and getting yourself in the festive spirit. Okay, so I'm going to bring my ends up together again, just while I pop my miracle beads on in the order that I want them to go in. I think that's going to look lovely. And then I'm going to take, oh, now everyone's saying, do the red one, do the red one. Right, I'll do this. If I've got time, I'll do a red one too. Sorry, I didn't see the comment. Camille and Charlotte, I will do a red one for you as well. If I don't have time to do it on the live, I will, I'll make one up and show you. Okay, so then I'm going to add my crimp beads on, one on each end of my Tigertail. And I'm going to let that fall to the middle here. So now I'm pretty sure that these are fairly central. And I'm just going to crimp by just putting a little bit of pressure on those crimp beads to flatten them down. Oh, didn't do that while it moved. It's because I'm holding it all fiddly. Did I get it? Why doesn't that want to crimp? I'm sorry. There you go. Okay, so now those beads are not moving anywhere. I'm going to make that loop again just to bring my ends up, and I'm going to add another crimp bead. Only this time I'm putting the crimp bead on both ends of the Tigertail. Now sometimes it's easy to slightly stagger your ends so you can get that crimp bead on over both of them. And then I'm going to pull my crimp bead up to how large I would like that loop. So I would say that's probably large enough to hook over my Christmas tree branch. And when I'm happy with the size of it, I'm going to crimp that one too. What is going on with me and my crimp beads today? I have crimped it. I've just squished it in a weird... It's not fully flat. I don't think it's going to move. I think it's done the job. Okay. And now I'm going to make my angel. So, Charlotte says it happens occasionally where a crimp bead doesn't want to crimp. It happens for me, doesn't it? If it's going to happen, it's going to happen for me. Okay. I'm using this beautiful bead cap to represent the halo. So I'm putting that on both strands of my Tigertail. And then I'm using my larger round bead for the head. You could add another one if you wanted to give her a little neck. Then I'm going to choose what wings I like. And I'm going to put my wings on both ends and bring that up. Then I'm going to add this lovely shape for the body. Why isn't that coming out the end? What's going on today? Is there something in that? There isn't. Is it my tiger? You know what? Just going to trim that tiny bit off there because there's a bend in that. And for some reason, right, this has never happened, ever. Why? Why won't it go through? I've got one end through. As I say, if it's going to happen to anyone, it's going to happen to me. There is nothing blocking that hole at all. Why won't my Tigertail go through? There you go. It's got the widest hole in it. There's no reason why that was being as awkward as it was for me. There you go. Right. Now I'm going to add on... do I pop a crystal on? See, if I put one on each little strand, I'll give her some feet there, won't I? That might look really cute. Okay, what I will do is I will put one of these on and then another crimp bead. Victoria says, I'm sure I can hear a fish tank. Do you know what that is, Victoria? It is raining that heavy. That is just the water on my window outside. There is no fish in my house. I don't even have a pond. Okay, then I'm going to pop another crimp bead on to keep that in place. So there she is, looking beautiful in all their glory. Now all I need to do is decorate these. Now if you want, you can trim it and just have her like this. But I think having these little beaded beauty ends just give her a little bit more sparkle. I also like to stagger the lengths on them. So I'm going to cut one a little bit shorter. And then I'm going to add a crystal and a little miracle bead. And in fact, no, I'm going to add a crimp bead because I'd like these to stay in position at the bottom. So I'm going to do crimp bead first, then I'm going to pop my crystal on. Then I'm going to pop my miracle bead on. And then I'm going to add another crimp bead after I've dropped it. There you go. Now I'm going to move this up to the end and crimp that. Let the beads fall into position and then crimp that top crimp bead too. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to do crimp bead and larger crystal shaped bead little miracle bead and add on that one. And there she is, or he. I think originally all angels were male, weren't they? So there he is. I think this one's a she. How lovely are they? You're all laughing at me saying, you haven't had your Weetabix this morning. I haven't had anything this morning yet, Camille. I've not eaten anything. I've had a coffee. And to be honest, I need to eat before we go. But, I'm going to be packing. Look at them. Aren't they lovely? I think we've got through quite a lot in an hour. I'm just wondering if I've missed anything. Don't think I have. We've got these gorgeous earrings. I mean, the only thing I've missed is not doing a red one for you, which I'm going to do now when I've gone, and just say to my husband, I'm not packing just yet. I just need to tidy up and finish some things off. In fact, I'd make that into a necklace. And if I can bring me up, they're going to look beautiful together. How lovely. So that is just some of the things that you can do with these beautiful Christmas pieces and things. If there is anything that you actually think that would have been good to do, let me know. Is there anything else you can think of in the comments that you think we could have made this? You could use them for that. They're just so versatile. I mean, you've got Christmas decorations, wine charms, napkin holders, gift tags, phone charms. Does anyone use phone charms anymore? Bracelets, necklaces. The possibilities are endless. And I think it's really nice that, as well as making usual festive jewellery, I mean, I always have Christmas earrings on each Christmas. It's nice to be able to make something which is a little bit different from jewellery as well. So you've got that home decor in there, as you've got, table settings, just something to just add a little bit of extra creativeness and a little bit of extra sparkle to your Christmas meal and your festivities. Lucy says they're very cute. Charlotte says, thank you, Natalie. Have a lovely time away. Enjoy the hot tub despite the rain. What have we done? Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine. I'll let you know. I might send you a picture. Might put it on Totallybeads. Not of me in the hot tub. Don't worry. I won't scare you with that. But I'm really tempted to take some things with me and do some making while I'm there, because I'm just going to get restless fingers otherwise. So I think if we can get small boy to go to sleep, I'll let him watch the telly of an evening or read a book or something, and I might take the angels actually with me. Lucy says, lovely tutorial, Natalie, lots of Christmas ideas. Camille says, thanks for the live today. Have a lovely break and hope it stays dry for you. Victoria, phone and bag charms. Definitely on the bag charms. I think especially with, where's it gone? Keep putting things down and can't find it. Just the one where I've added the little extra lobster clasp. I think they'd go really nice on your keys. When you've got like maybe your trolley token, pop that on there, or on your bag. You're all saying that you hope I enjoy my holiday. Thank you so much. Oh, I like this idea. Lorna, she's always got brilliant ideas, Lorna. She says, thank you, Natalie. Another great tutorial today. Could make a garland with the flying angels. Oh, yeah. In fact, you could do, like hang them, string them on maybe Tigertail or something on your tree instead of, or along with your beads, instead of tinsel. Could be a little bit more classy. Or maybe even making a wreath for the door and adding them onto there. I think that'd be lovely. Diane says, according to the Met Office, it was supposed to be nice today. I know, Diane. My husband's been checking regularly. He wasn't happy this morning. Charlotte says, thank you, Natalie. Love those angels. Enjoy. And and good night, everybody. Good night to you, my lovely. And you're all hopefully telling me that it should pick up at the end of the week. My mum said the same. She said, oh, it's meant to get nicer by Thursday. I was like, going home on Friday morning, but yay. Take a pen and a pad for ad hoc ideas. Victoria, that's a good one. You know, I'm just going to be sitting on my phone looking at Pinterest and going on YouTube and coming up with different things. Kath says, thanks, enjoyed this. Mina says, have a lovely time. Elaine's, thanks for the demo. You're all being very sweet and very lovely. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope whatever you're doing, you stay dry. If you have any ideas of anything that you would like me to make, maybe over the next coming weeks, actually, on the run up to Christmas, if there's anything you think I'd really like a tutorial on that, can you pop me a message or comment on the handmade group and tag me in it, and I will have a little chat with Miss Kitti and see what we can do for you, because I think, you know, we've got things planned. I've got one definitely ready that we're going to do next Monday. I'm not going to be with you Friday because I'll be swimming home. But if there's anything else that you think I'd like a tutorial on this, then please let me know. I thought today with the wine charms, we'll just add that in as something extra. But if there's anything you can think of, please let me know. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. Lots of love and light to you all, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.